Is anything coming through now, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Coming through.
Yes. Thank you, Mandy. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. I have had problems. I've been in the comms twice now and had audio problems both times, so that's a great start for me. But anyway, hello. This is lap 2 out of 9 in the sprint race at MRC-X at Saudi Arabia. And it's me, Neville, aka Chatty Duck, with the monster Andrew Maund. Andrew, hello.
Hi there, everybody. This has been a little bit of a fun one tonight, hasn't it? But we're going now.
We are going. Yes, Andrew's also having problems with the game kicking him out and corrupted data, so it's all good here.
And I'm to reinstall.
Yeah.
But I will stay on here and watch with you on the street for now.
Yeah, we'll plough on. We'll plough on nevertheless, and we are now starting lap 3 in the sprint race, and Le Rappel leads. He started on pole, and he's just set the fastest lap of the race as well. G-Star has just had an incident with Baby Hornet, in fact.
Is there a bit of contact between them?
I assume so. I caught the back end of it. Yeah, G-Star. And now Saviour up to second, and then Baby Hornet with Airways in fourth. Chris Bailey's had a cracking start to this race, up 11 places from, must have been 16th on the grid, up to P5.
Yeah, he's had a belter of a start. That lead spirit fighting through again.
Quite like the livery he's got on his car as well, the green and black. Very nice.
It is. Very... It's almost like he's trying to go for the state colours and reverse them.
Yeah, done it a bit better, I think.
Yeah, this current state car just makes me want to have a can of Monster. It
reminds me of kind of when you do the My Team in F1. It feels like that kind of a livery that you would make.
I can see that completely.
Oh, we've got a virtual safety car. And Ant is out of the session. Oh, and Smith has gone off as well. I don't know if they came together.
There seems to be a car pretty much bit further back down towards Sector 1.
Yeah, Iravoice, who started at the back anyway. Might have been something that we missed when we were having our little difficulties.
Yeah.
A few drivers pitting. G-Star, Saviour, Ninja, Lorpy.
Don't know why they'd be pitting in this one, just be burning an extra set of tyres.
Could be damage, I suppose. We'll see when I'm on board with Smith as he comes in. Oh, we've got a full safety car now, in fact. Yeah, Smith's missing a front wing.
It's easy to do around here, though.
Yeah, very much so.
Very tight track, not... We were discussing this beforehand. I'm not a huge fan of this place. Personally, myself, it's... Especially around Sector 1, it's too quick for its own good, really. I find. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm a little bit on the fence with it. I don't hate it, but at the same time, it is very punishing.
Yeah, it can bite you in the backside a little bit, as not even a certain someone's surname could save him around here at least once. I'm fairly certain Mick Schumacher's ripped a Hassan half around here.
He has, absolutely. Although, actually, in real life, this has been quite a good track for the racing. Certainly, the first two races in 21 and 22 were pretty exciting.
Yeah, and I believe it was one of Checo's wins last year, wasn't it, for the 23 season? One of the
few
he had.
Yeah.
It wasn't Max or one of the ones Red Bull won, because it was 22 out of the last 22 out of last season, but can't really focus more on last season because they've just wrapped up the testing for this season now.
Yep, and Red Bull still look very quick. Well, in the hands of Verstappen, anyway.
That's true. Any cars you saw doing the testing that leapt out at you and thinking they've done some work over the winter, or do you reckon it's just going to be Red Bull going off into the sunset again?
Well, yes, I ultimately, with Verstappen, yes, I think he will run off with it again. I would like to think that maybe McLaren have made some positive steps.
I hope so too, because I think from the back end of second half of 23 onwards, from about Silverstone, they just were a completely different team.
Yeah, start of the year last year, they had a nightmare start.
They did.
And they picked up and eventually got themselves to maybe the second quickest car.
They were best. It was. Oh, I'll get my words out in a minute. They were pretty quick compared to a lot of teams towards the back end of last season. They just shot past Alpine, Aston Martin. They could take on Ferrari and even Mercedes at some tracks. It's just got to hope that they keep that momentum going and they can actually get into the get it back to where the team was just before Lewis left.
Yeah, and I think they've got the driver lineup to do it, because I rate Lando very highly, and Piastri looks like he's settled in very comfortably into that seat as well.
Piastri blew me away last season. He was incredible.
Yeah.
And one of the strongest lineups, I think, there, definitely on the grid, because I think, no offense with Ferrari, yes, their lineup is strong, but I worry about Sainz's head a little bit, if that makes sense. If he's going to be completely all there for next season, do you know what I mean? Knowing that he's losing that drive at the end of the year to Lewis.
Yeah, talk about a psychological blow before the season has even got underway. Must have absolutely ruined his build-up.
Must have been.
So we're just about to get underway again in the sprint race here at Saudi Arabia.
I'm just having a quick check through the YouTube chat, and Hodgie is welcoming you to the league comms, and you say the smoothest voice since Baby Hornet now.
Thank you very much, Mark. I don't know if I've heard Baby Hornet speak, so I'll have to take your word on that. And Le Rappel on the pit straight now, leaving it quite late to get things going again. Let's jump on board with Chris Bailey, Patrick Bamford himself.
No,
or something like that.
If he's the president of his fan club.
Yeah, that's right.
He's
right up to the line they go here, Le Rappel. And then drops the hammer, and Chris gets the jump on Airways, and Ant does as well down into turn one. And Scottish Ninja's out.
Wonder why he's called it quits in the pits.
And Captain Nibs is in there as well, so maybe they got together.
Bit of a tangle. But I'm noticing something quickly with third and fourth place. Especially these two having to be together, because wink wink nudge nudge are probably the same party, because they are Mercedes teammates in the elite tier. I wonder if they're going to start working together again.
Well, they're certainly well placed to do it, third and fourth. And it looks like they've got the pace to keep up with, well, certainly with Baby Hornet. Le Rappel has built up a bit of a gap.
I might have to do this from.
Chris Bailey going around the outside of Baby Hornet, coming to the final corner on lap 6, and there's a move behind as well with Kid Dynamite getting past Ant.
Yeah, he's looking like he's diving in last corner. You can take multiple lines to that last corner. I found you can. You don't have to be. There's multiple ways to take it, but he's going to get a beautiful run down the start-finish straight.
Yep.
Almost
Ooh,
three
and
wide.
it's very close between Kid Dynamite and Baby Hornet in the first sector.
Oh, a little contact.
Yeah.
I think Dynamite got a little bit squirrely.
Hornet holds on to 4th place at the moment, and it's very much single file through this first sector.
It is. It's pretty. Just one line, DRS train pretty much through here. And as soon as you get through this long turn right here with the banking on it, you can just starts to get the slipstream and everything there. But you can easily just lose that off that corner, that back corner anyway. It's so hard to judge where the power goes.
We've got another retirement, and it's Biff, who is out of the race, and his car's disappeared, so I can't see exactly what happened to him.
It looks like it's down by the banking, so it could be off into the wall. But
yeah,
it's in a tight nature around here. You expect safety cars.
Yeah, definitely. It doesn't take a big mistake to take damage to the car or have to retire. DRS enabled. That might be for the first time in the whole race, and we're on lap 8.
Yeah, so this is going to probably put Lirapel in the spot of trouble against Chris.
Yep. And behind him, Ant as well, just about within 1 second, as we've got more problems towards the back. Geke missing a front wing, and Mutt into the pits as well, but we'll focus on what's going on further ahead, as we might start to see some overtaking.
Not a good one for a few people tonight.
No, it's not surprising with this track, as we've said. Yeah, it is a punisher.
You get it right, it's rewarding. Get it wrong, you're gonna know about it. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. I actually remember for myself, a few seasons ago, I was leading a race in Tier 1. I'd literally just overtaken Kid Dynamite for the lead of the race, and then I promptly hit the wall and damaged my front wing, and that was the end of that.
I've had a story to tell you from just the corner G-Star just went through now, that fast right-left kink just towards the end of the lap. I was doing another race, and I didn't realise another car had damage. Literally went slow straight through there, and I just went straight at the back of him. Took me to clean out the race.
Yeah.
Ooh. Steuben Saviour having a nice little ding-dong.
Airways on the inside of... Oh no, actually on the outside of G-Star into turn 1. G-Star takes 6th place.
Because it becomes the inside line for the next little complex.
We're on to the final lap in this sprint race, and Chris Bailey is right within range of Layla Rappel.
If I was Chris, I'd wait to that second straight, round towards the end of the lap.
I mean, depending on the ERS, he might even be able to get him on the run down to the finish line. Actually, is that DRS straight long enough before the finish line? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Might be, but I would try and go for the curve around there, because I know from an old comms, I know Chris has had some bit of heartbreak here as well, because I know he was in a three-way fight. I can't remember the other two drivers he was with, but he literally lost the race by about a few tenths of a second.
Here he goes on the run down to the final corner. Chris Bailey around the outside of Lay Rappel. Is Lay Rappel going to try and hold it? No. Chris Bailey out of the final corner.
Got him.
Up 15 positions in a 9-lap race. Pretty impressive, and he wins the sprint at Jeddah. Lay Rappel and Ant rounding off the podium, then G-Star, Kid Dynamite, Baby Hornet, Airways, Saviour with the fastest lap on the final lap, and Stoops and 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 Lorpy.
cracking races in their first 3. Look at that, separated by 0.6 of a second.
Yeah, and Ant might have fancied his chances against Le Rappel coming up to the line, but it was actually closer between Le Rappel and Chris at the end there.
It was. Get the points for this now, then it's on to the main event of the evening.
Yep. Iravoice with the fastest lap on the mediums as well. Pretty impressive.
It is. He's very quick drivers there, boys.
Yeah.
I've raced against him a few times before. He's one of the main rivals I had when I first started here. Fair racer, always have a lot of respect for him.
Martin says, evening guys, congrats on your first league commentary. Thank you very much. We didn't get off to the best of starts, but we are ploughing on.
Oh yeah, we're getting through this as best we can. Those are your results for the sprint, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, and we'll have the times up there in the laps. So it's Chris getting 8 points, Le Rappel 7, Ant with 6, G-Star with 5, Kid with 4, Babyest of Hornets with 3, Airwaves with 2, and Saviour with 1 point. Stoob just missing out, but he'll have a chance to come back in the main event coming up very shortly.
Couple of seconds, yes.
Are you still watching on the stream, Mond, or are you?
Yes, I'm still on the stream. Yes, because I've had to. My update still hasn't loaded up in there. But thank you PlayStation for this nice little bundle of joy.
Just the best timing.
I think the only way it could have been worse if it was actually before a race.
Well, and to be honest, when we were starting up and we were at this screen with waiting for players, I was literally thinking that the lobby had glitched, but it was actually just because there was no qualifying. We were going straight into the race. So then when they formed up on the grid, I was like, oh crap, we're going to miss the start. And then we kind of did anyway because we weren't talking or no one could hear us.
No, Hodgie's saying it's a pleasure to have you in MRC.
Cheers, Hodge. Happy to be here. Hopefully I can do a bit better on the track because I DNF'd in Bahrain in the week just gone. So we'll see what happens in Saudi on Monday.
I got P11, but I was happy with that.
Yeah, I think I was down in 10th, roughly, and then just had an absolute stinker of a race. No pace at all.
That was my first proper race of that traction control, so
I
nice.
Just
really wanted to get to the end.
Yeah, I think it's definitely better to be learning no traction on this game than on F1 22. 22 was a nightmare on traction.
The power band seems to be nicer on this game than it is on the others, isn't it? Oh, we've had some trouble. Kid Dynamite's going to be waiting at the start.
He is. Didn't see what happened.
I see Chris is going aggressive off the start, if you want to just have a quick look at the tyres, because I've seen Chris and Lirapel are on the Red Bull tyres.
Yeah, the top four all on softs. And then a bit of a mixture of mediums and softs with Aerovoice and Scotch Ninja at the back, or towards the back. The only two drivers opting for the hards.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, especially with those two, because if they get an early safety car, which is a possibility around here, that front four is going to be laughing because they can just go straight in for the hard tyres.
Hodge, if you want me to record that for you, then I'm going to have to charge a premium rate, I'm afraid.
$9.99 a month?
Well, depends if he wants more than one.
Oh, offer a subscription service, why not?
Yeah, true.
It's going to be a good race, this one. I have a feeling I think a lot of people are going to be quite close together on this one, a lot side by side.
Yeah, and some very quick boys here from all across the tiers in MRC.
This is what's good about X. You mean you've got like some of the guys in the lower tiers are going up against some of their faster guys, and it'll help them at the end of the day as well, because it helps them if you race against someone better, a bit more, to say a little bit better than yourselves. You can pick up a little bit more, can't you? Really, it helps
Yeah,
with,
absolutely.
Helps with learning and getting your journey going.
Yeah, 100%. And my the man who was lead when I was co-coms on Wednesday, BITW there, Kyle, has had a problem on his formation lap as well. But hopefully he has a good race.
What do you like, Carl?
As the timing screen goes a bit mental. And it's 5 red lights in Jeddah. Why are we at the back when I'm trying to watch the front? Sort it out, game. Red lights are out and we're underway. So let's just go on board with Les Rappel down into turn 1. Looks like a fairly even start at the front of the pack. Does everyone make it through? They're taking it nice and steady at the back, so it looks like we've had a fair start. Chris Bailey in the lead, and as I say that, Lorpy's out of the race, and we've got a yellow flag.
No, yeah, I've just seen it at the back of the shot there. Just looks like he got tagged straight into the wall.
Commentator's curse 101.
Yeah.
Everyone's got through cleanly. Oh wait, no, they haven't.
I believe full safety car, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It is a full safety car.
I don't think any of those front runners are going to be pitting yet.
No, it's almost too early, really, for anyone to come in.
Yeah.
I think Nib's got a 5-second penalty in all of that as well.
Yeah, I think it says he probably went into the back of Airways.
First lead comes and you have the curse.
Hang on, I have...
Bottle of your finest rum would do nicely, Hodge. Thank you very much. But that's separate.
I'm not apologising for that line. Yeah, it's a chance to settle a little bit with the chaos while I'm still waiting on my update so I can get back into the race, as we see the strats provided to us by the lovely Amazon Web Services.
Yeah, what would you be looking at around here, Monster, if you were racing? What would be your preferred strategy?
I would say probably go to mediums to hards, but
yeah,
probably around here. But again, if there's going to be a late safety car, I always try to keep a spare set of softs in the back pocket just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Myself, what about you?
Yeah, I think I agree. It'd probably be a medium hards. I absolutely hate using the hards at the start of a race with the heavy fuel. So I think it would be medium.
I think on a more open track it would be a bit more of an advantage, because if you're down towards the back of the grid and you use the hard straight off and you damage your front wing, that's your set of hards gone for the race.
Yeah, or if there's a safety car at kind of the wrong time for you as well.
Yeah, it can hinder you.
I think someone has... Who was on the hards? Era was on the hards, and someone else has come off the hards. Yeah, and he's gone onto the soft tyres, so I guess that might have been damage.
I'm assuming so, because I don't think he would... Because if he's gone to softs, that's a very early call for softs.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to make another stop. At least one more.
Yeah, because I can't see those lasting 23 laps.
No.
Not around here. The speed's too great.
Yeah, too much load going into those tyres.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's perfect for the front runners, because they've been on them since the start, but they haven't done the stop yet, so it's going to be... They should have been obviously in the better position in terms of strats, but we'll see how it all develops, because I believe we've got one more lap under the safety car, because those lights are still on.
Yeah, I think it'll be the end of this lap when the safety car comes in. I think it was waiting for Scottish Ninja to catch up.
Well, this is good for me, because it gives my update a bit more of a chance to load in.
Yeah, how is it looking at the moment?
Under 20 minutes, so I might make it back in before the end of the race.
Well, we'll try and manufacture a late safety car so that we get a grandstand finish, and you can watch it from your own perspective rather than on a stream that's lagging behind by a few seconds.
Orchestrated safety car at the end of it. I didn't realise I was commentating with Nelson Piquet Jr.
No, that's the wrong street track at night.
Yeah. I couldn't resist that shot if I tried.
I was reading something about that story the other day. What was it about? I don't know why. I think it just popped up on like my Instagram feed or something. Something about that race and the whole debacle.
It was a chaos one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know probably why it came up is because isn't Massa still trying to get the results of that race over?
Oh yes, that's what it was. Yeah, it was about Massa.
Because he was trying to get that result null and void, so so he gets the 08 title.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tricky one. That I feel like I understand his position.
I do,
but it's bad. It would be bad for the sport, I feel, if they turned that around at this stage.
Yeah, because I believe if they do, if that one's cancelled off, that sets a very, 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 very bad precedence for a lot of the sport. Yeah. I'm not naming any certain Grand Prix because I don't want Mercedes fans standing up outside my house with pitchforks. I think we all can work out what race I'm referring to.
Yes.
And that one.
This camera angle is not good when you've got the positions up on the left-hand side because you just can't see the cars. So I'm going to turn that off.
No, that's what we want to see. We want to see the beautiful Formula One cars.
Yeah. And Chris is going a bit earlier than Les Rappel did. Down towards the first corner.
I think he's trying to get him a little bit out the corner so he can catch him on the power a bit.
Yeah, and Ant is having a look down the inside of Les Rappel, but he backs out of that one, so all stays the same in the top three as Xavier has gone round at turn one.
Very rare of Xavier to make mistakes, but he is moving over to a wheel at the moment, so he's still having to practice a little bit.
Oh yes.
Moments, because I know full well myself. The jump from the pad to the wheel is not the easiest of ventures, but if anyone can do it, it can be the Xavier.
Yeah, I can relate to that as well. Is that the race that doesn't exist? Don't know what race you're talking about, Mark.
No, Hodge, it was the one where I think Toto broke a table, but that could be a few Grand Prix, to be honest.
Yep. No, Mikey. As Kid Dynamite has made a move on Hornet, and Les Rappel is out now. Oh, on the left-hand side there. And that's another safety car.
That's an easy corner to go up. Because the car can just kick so easy off there. You just get the snap and you're off, and that's it. Yeah. I wonder if the leaders are going to pit from here.
I think if you're on the softs, would probably make sense.
You could probably get a set of hards on from here, I think.
Well, the top two haven't. G-Star as well has stayed out. Is anyone going to pit? Anyone? Nope. Biff? Biff is coming.
Anyone with any new tyres?
Yeah. Biff and Saviour and Mutt.
I wonder if some of them is probably from damage.
Well, I think from Saviour's perspective, after his spin, he's probably just like, well, I haven't got a great amount to lose here. Worth making the switch.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that. But looking at the tyre situation, I can see someone who has stuck with the hard tyres and since the beginning, and he's got them going at the moment. Error Voice is quietly making his way up the grid.
Yeah. Let's have a look actually at the position change. And yeah, Error with 5 places gained and with 6 places gained, but he started at the back. Saviour, obviously the big loser after his spin and pit stop. Other than that, it's been not massive changes. Obviously everyone gaining a place from Le Rappel and Lorpy as well, because he started quite high up.
Yeah, two of at least the top 10 out at the moment. But, under a quarter of an hour to go at the moment.
We might have had our 3rd safety car by then, so you're not going to miss too much of this race, I don't think. But what were your main takeaways from practice?
From testing?
Yes, testing, sorry. That word.
They need something more solid to fix down these drain covers.
Yes.
Because 2 in 2 days is... This is supposed to be the pinnacle of motorsport, and they can't seem to fix it to drain what is going on in the world. Red Bull is Red Bull. They just look stupidly quick again.
Yeah.
Ferrari, I hope can get back to there. They seem to have got a solid platform this year again, and we all know what happened the last time a Frenchman was leading the Ferrari team. Insert flashbacks to 2004 all over again.
Yes. Yes.
Mercedes, interesting. They're a bit hard to gauge at the moment, but again, can Lewis try and get the 8th title before he heads off to Maranello? McLaren, I am a bit of a secret McLaren fan, obviously having the when they had Jensen there, and I hope to heck they've got it right this time, because we all know the history of that team. We all know what they've won. Everything. The Alpine still hit again. I don't know where they're going to stand. Same with Stake and Haas. Williams seem to have got. Hopefully, are still building on the momentum they've got.
Yeah.
I find, and I think is that everybody.
Aston Martin. Did you mention Aston Martin?
No, I didn't mention Aston Martin. Again, hopefully they've got the basis again to pull forward after their last season, but I can't really badmouth them because I sort of drive for them at the moment. And oh wait, I forgot the last team. I forgot because I've need to catch my breath for a minute just to announce the team name. Visa, Cash App, Hugo Boss, Red Bull, Minardi, Toro Rosso, AlphaTauri. I'm sorry, that name is going to get butchered at least more than once in the first race of the season.
I mean, what are they going to be? They've got to be abbreviated to something, haven't they, during the season?
You'd assume so, because I don't know what they were thinking of with that name personally.
I think they were thinking money.
Well, it appears so, because literally they thought to themselves, oh, let's have a look and see what names we can get in the car.
Yeah.
Vomit them all out on the table.
Yeah.
And go from there. But my team ranting shall be put aside for a minute, as I believe we're just about to restart.
Yep, and once again, the atrocious camera angle where we can't see the cars. But they are coming up to the final corner now, led by Chris Bailey. Chris Bailey? Chris Bailey. And he has put the hammer down. So we are back to green flag racing on the start of lap 7, and he's got a pretty good jump on Ant, his teammate in Elite Tier. G-Star lagging a bit behind, and it's actually fairly spaced out, although Stu was having a quick look up the inside of Baby Hornet into turn 1.
Getting his bug spray ready. Deal with the Hornet.
You guys close-ish towards the back. Sorry, you go.
No, it's fine. Just having a quick skim through some of the liveries for tonight.
There's some quite nice ones. I'm on board with Ant at the moment. His red and white livery is looking quite nice.
Yeah, it's nice and tidy, actually, that one.
Scottish
Very nice.
Ninja, quite McLaren inspired with the orange.
Yeah, it's very 2022 McLaren, I believe, as well, because he's got some of the blue in there as well.
Yeah. Yep. And then Mott with his very much kick-inspired black and green.
I actually think he's done a little bit better than them.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't put down much of a marker, did they? Didn't make it too difficult. I want to see like a livery inspired by one of the old ones.
Ooh, bit of a penchant for the old school, eh?
Certainly when it comes to liveries, I'd love to see... there's a bit of action going on here. Smith is having quite a bit of problems, and he's into the pits. And it's a big gaggle of cars coming down to turn 1 here. Saviour.
Wonder if there's a bit of damage on the front wing.
For Smith, yeah, wing change. Wing change for Smith. And Saviour all of a sudden is making good progress back through the pack.
7 more minutes.
Nice. Oh, caution. Who's that? And has gone for a spin, and we've got our third safety car on lap 8.
Third in 10 laps. Oh, full front wing gone. Oh.
So what does that do now, strategy-wise? If you're on soft tyres now, surely you are coming into the pits if you started on them.
You would assume so.
Chris and G-Star.
Captain Nibs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Scottish Ninja perhaps as well.
Although, the thing I was going to debate, although I don't know how everyone else feels about it. First off, nicest new car of the year? Livery-wise, would you say?
It's a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? Because a few of them are obviously quite similar. Obviously Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren, quite similar to how they have been in the past. I like the Ferrari, to be honest. I know that it's kind of always along the same lines with it being red, but it just looks beautiful to me.
We've just
I'd
had a
probably say that.
disqualification.
Oh,
Sorry to jump over you.
what happened there?
Captain Nibs apparently disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
Okay. Well, I had the camera angle looking down the pit lane, but I can't say that I saw, unless he was near the entry to it, perhaps.
That's a possibility. That's the other thing I was going to debate was, what do you think with the teams? Well, I say this in air quotes, stripping the paint away.
I mean, I don't know that I know enough about it, to be honest, to make a qualified opinion about it. I assume it's to save weight or money, but I don't really know too much about it, to be quite honest.
It's the weight mainly, just with the... Because I know a lot of people have been complaining with a lot of the liveries that a lot of the It's like they're exposing like a lot of carbon on the car, just leaving it completely unpainted, and it's a lot of people have been saying it doesn't look nice, doesn't look nice.
I don't think this is the first time that something like this has happened either.
No, it started a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But it's F1. Everyone's got to just try and get the biggest advantage they can.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't say it bothers me too much, to be honest.
Someone brake too early going into the pits, and they hit them. Couldn't move the car. Apparently, I believe that's Captain Nibs coming into the chat.
Driver of the day burnt Mylander, absolutely.
He's done the most laps. I wonder if that thing's been refueled since last time.
Has anybody led more laps in F1 than Burt Mylander? Maybe Max and Lewis.
That's a strong bet.
Burt Mylander, though, never been overtaken. I'd almost guarantee that.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. That's a very safe bet.
Pretty impressive in quite inferior equipment, you'd have to say. And we've still got quite a few guys at the front of this pack who have not pitted. First to sixth. And on the softs, 9-lap-old soft tyres, and he is leading the pack at the moment.
Ant is a bit of a tyre whisperer, though. From what I've seen from previous races, he can sweet talk those tyres to saying, "Come on, just a little bit longer. Give me that last bit of extra grip you've got."
Yeah. I wonder how much longer he is waiting to go on to... I presume he would want to go on to the mediums from here.
It'll be a safe bet, but I don't think he'll pit this safety car now. It'll be pretty much straight down the back.
Yeah. And on the flip side, I wonder if Aerovoice especially will be thinking maybe another 10 laps or so, maybe 8 or so, and then switch to the softs.
He could be very dangerous in this last stint.
Yeah.
He could be very dangerous in this last stint. So the Gecko's had a good start as well. The thing, I've just seen who's on track together again. It's like the never-ending story.
Is that
Chris
Saviour and Chris?
Yeah, Chris and Saviour again. It's like they've always destined to meet on track, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, Saviour's been down at the back and now back up to 7th. Chris was at the front. And obviously with the pits, he has emerged right behind his good friend.
But Chris is the first car to have pitted.
Safety car in this lap. That's a very late call.
He's the most recent car to pit.
Very late call there.
I don't think the lights have gone out.
No, but it's... Yeah, the safety car has pulled in, and now Ant's got to manufacture a restart. And he's leaving it very late, and he's now gone for it. Baby Hornet and Stube going side by side as they come down to the first corner. We've got a yellow flag already. Hornet holds on to P2. And a little bit of glitching on my screen, so I couldn't quite tell how close the cars were there. Biff has gone round.
Oh, we're on to the final 60 seconds.
And we've still got more than half the race to go.
Yeah.
Stube very wide there. I should apologise as well to the viewers. I'm not fully versed on the corner names/numbers around here.
There's too many to count.
Yeah. What is there, like 23 corners here?
27, I believe.
Oh my goodness.
Stube round the outside of Hornet.
Yeah, very nice move. Airways having a look as well.
Yeah, I wonder if it's those mediums starting to drop off a little bit. Cause, I mean, I'm surprised Ant's just bolted. Ant's just bolted up the road.
Yeah, almost 2 seconds. And Saviour now getting past Error Voice, the battle of the hard tyre runners.
Okay, we've got some...
Biff has crashed. Is that another safety car? Of course it is. Safety car number 4 on lap 12.
Bert's been busy tonight.
He has.
Oh, we've got safety car, but we've got a bit of good news.
Are you back?
I'm loading the game up now.
Excellent. You've not missed too much.
I think the limit for safety car is 4 on usually. I'm just checking the chat. Hozzie's chimed in with my regarding the carbon debate I was going on about earlier.
I don't mind the carbon look to the cars. Think we are so used to big colourful liveries, except the corporate drinks can, that we forget.
Red Bull, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't bother me too much, to be honest.
Right, let us try this.
Lines maybe got to go back on next week. Not the best of fun, says Dean, aka Kid Dynamite. I think you're probably right.
Right, fingers crossed.
Waiting for your name to pop up. There it is. Welcome back.
Let's see first.
Oh, and Ant's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
It's easy to do here. It's a short run up, and you've got to kill a lot of speed quickly.
Yeah.
For this one, I think it might catch a few people out on Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah. I think Ant will be pretty...
Kicking himself.
Yeah. After doing all the good work. He's gone on to the hards as well, which is a bit of a surprise. Yeah. And he's come back out in 9th place, but obviously with that penalty, that's going to cost him 5 seconds.
It is. It is. But it appears we're all good.
Fantastic. So we've got a couple of heavyweights of elite tier up at the front now. Chris Bailey and Kid Dynamite. Geke, do you know which tier Geke is in, Andrew?
I believe he's 3rd tier. I can't remember all the names off the top of my head.
I think it's comp tier, is that the one?
Yeah, it's competition tier. I'm still getting used to the new names.
Yeah.
And everything. Okay, now I can have a proper look at these liveries a little bit and see what we got tonight. I like Chris's under the lights. Green with it pops.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Dynamite's is looking very nice. Geke's is... I like it as well, it's unique to it. Carl, I see his... But the front of it, he looks like he's gone for the 2024 Mercedes look.
Yeah.
Nuts, he's gone the better steak Sauber look.
Yeah, and then Ninja with the McLaren-esque from a couple of years ago that we mentioned before.
Smith's very bright. Very bright, very eye-catching.
Oh wow, yeah.
Giban gone for the very nice, the metallic green actually.
Yeah, that's quite nice actually. I have to be honest. I don't think I've actually changed my livery from the default. So if I was in this race, it would just be
Black and
whatever
yellow,
that is. Yeah.
like a bee.
Yeah.
I'm liking Stoops. Liking Baby Hornets.
Oh, nice purple on the Baby Hornet.
Airwaves has gone again. I think he's done a better job than Steakhouse. I think with the black and green.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's that pattern of the green. It's quite cool.
It looks a little bit more alive than Steaks. Aerovoices and Ants remind me a little bit. I don't know how well versed you are with IndyCar at all.
Not too well.
It reminds me of Marcus Ericsson's Ganassi car from 2023, 22, because it was a red and white one.
G-Star as well at the back. He's kind of along similar lines.
Yeah, a little bit more darker on the red, which I do like. There's enough rambling about colour schemes.
Yep. We're due another 30 seconds of green flag running. Hopefully a bit longer this time.
Safety car number 4. The end of safety car number 4, A New Hope.
It's right on board with Geke in third place. When is Chris going to go? He's gone, has he?
Around the final corner. Yeah.
Yep, he's gone for it. So we are green flag racing once again as we start lap 15, and Chris has got a pretty decent jump. As we've got, that was Mutt going into the back of BIT.
Yeah, I don't think there's any yes, there is damage on Nuts car. He's missing one of the end plates.
Yeah, I saw the end plate flying off as he did that. And he is going to be at the mercy of everyone behind him now.
That car is going to be handling horribly, especially around this first sector.
Now Scottish.
I don't mind some IndyCar apart from straightaways, pit road, and sticker red phases.
Well, I did watch the end of the Indy 500 last year when there were about 3 safety cars in the last 10 laps there. So maybe we shouldn't judge these guys too much.
True.
Geke just went for a bit of an off-road excursion.
Ant's having a fight back through. He's just passing Smith.
I think Mutt's dropped to the back with his damage. As BIT now around the outside of Geke, coming up to the final corner.
Won't have the DRS yet.
No, and I think Geke might have used a bit of his battery there to defend. And Scottish Ninja is right there as well.
Yeah, Carl's got to be patient, line this up.
Here he goes down the inside. Can he get it stopped into turn 1?
Nicely done, Carl.
Very nice.
As a certain group would say, that was too sweet.
And Ninja going past as well.
He'll know the reference. Oh, Ninja going straight line in the corner.
Will he hold on to that?
Not sure, but that's allowing Ant to get into this party as well.
Yeah, Geke struggling a bit at the moment, it seems. Oh, squeezing Ant a bit on the outside.
Flown past him.
Yep, up into 5th.
Ant's kicked in the afterburners.
And Baby Hornet is through as well.
Yes, where's this pace gone from Ant? It's got on, press the hyperdrive button. Oh, Ninja's round.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Oh, he's not in a good spot. Bit of a 3-point turn.
He's just slammed his rear wing into the wall as well. I don't know if he would have got damage from that.
There's a possibility, and if he's not going to have any grip around here, you're in trouble.
Things getting tight up at the front. Kid Dynamite closing in.
Chris is going to be keeping an eye on that rear wing of his, because the DRS is now back in play, boys.
Another yellow flag in Sector 3, but it's cleared up.
G-Star passing Smith for 6th place. Turn 1.
I think those yellow flags are just... Is that Ninja coming round very slowly back to the pits?
Yeah, it's just him right at the back.
Let's watch.
I think because he is going that slow, I think he may have rear wing damage.
Yeah, that would make sense. Still, Kid Dynamite about 0.6 of a second behind Chris.
Get K and Air voice side by side. Yeah, Scottish Ninja's called it quits. I believe he must have slammed his rear wing a little bit hard when he's trying to turn back round.
Yeah, he really cannoned into the wall when he was reversing across the track.
Gekke's straight line the back chicane. A little bit.
Ant is about to line up Carl for 3rd. And he's going to go down the inside, and it's done well before the braking zone.
Carl doesn't need to worry too much about this. He just needs to stay with Ant. Stay within that 5 seconds.
Yeah, he needs to worry more about Hornet behind him, who's within DRS.
Breathing down his neck.
Maybe if Carl can stay within the DRS of Ant, he can kind of get pulled along and also defend.
Yeah. Gotta be, because I'm going to have a quick look at the difference on the tyres in a minute. Nine lap on those hards for Carl compared to the 5 for Ant. Ant's got the youngest tyres out there at the moment. And the top 4, or the top 3.
Yeah. And the hards as well, which will last a long time.
Yeah, but I don't think he's got enough laps to catch up to Chris in Dynamite.
No, I think already this... If we don't have any more safety cars, I think it's between these two for the win. 8 seconds back to Ant is a big old gap at this stage. I think this might be Kid's chance.
Takes him around the outside with the DRS.
Although Kid not using his battery, so I think he's just biding his time.
And Carl's going to have some big company coming up.
Yeah, G-Star on the softs.
And Xavier as well, he's coming.
Yeah. I wonder how much it plays a factor in these races psychologically when you've got people from a higher tier coming up behind you.
Personally, from my experience, yes, it does. I will admit this. If there's some drivers who are behind me and I know they're massively quicker, I will admit I do panic a little bit with it. Do you feel the same way, or? Yeah,
I think in elite tier, when you've got the likes of Eugenie or Kid or Chris or Ant up behind you, you definitely start to feel your heart rate increasing a bit. And you just think, as much as anything, you don't want to do something wrong and ruin the race for them, as much as you want to do well for yourself.
Yeah, but I always seem to find you want to just try, you try and push a little bit more, I think. But I think that's probably what is your downfall sometimes, because I think if you start pushing a little bit more, you're going to make mistakes easier.
Yeah, as we've got another retirement.
Oh, everybody's
safety car
back again.
Number 5.
We've had that many safety cars that we've had as many safety cars as Xavier's won MRC-X championships.
Yep.
Although if Hodgie's chimed in again, I usually have a heart attack and stuff it in a wall. Don't we all, Hodgie? Don't we all?
You don't need. I don't need a quick car behind me to do that.
I'm just looking at this now, and I'm just expecting every single person now within that top 9 or 10 just to be right. Red wall tyres till the end of the race now, please.
Yep. And that is true of everyone except for Ant so far, who has pitted. He's gone for the mediums.
Although I'm thinking he's probably... I wonder if he's got rid of that 5 seconds as well.
Yes, yeah, he will have done.
Took 5 seconds of the safety car. And if he can get those tyres warmed up, he could be right back in play for this.
Yeah, and he's emerged still pretty high up, P6, despite taking the 5-second penalty. I think Geke and Mutt are the only two who haven't pit.
I'm just reading through what the two marks are telling us. There's 6 laps to go, Dynamite's 15 seconds behind, easy. 2 laps to go, Dynamite's 2 seconds behind. Yeah. Some of the guys in the elite tier, they're not human.
Last time I saw a kid coming up behind me, I pooped it, hit the power too much and slammed it into a wall. Yep.
1 lap to go, Dynamite's 4 seconds ahead. Yeah, there are some people in the elite who deserve to be literally just checked to see if they're human. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. A certain driver in a Ferrari. we both know too well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know him too well because I hardly ever see him on track.
You know who? I mean, it's like we both know who he is pretty much
Yeah.
too well if you're doing it.
Yeah. I just haven't made visual confirmation of him on an F1 track before because he's always too far ahead for that.
That's understandable.
So it's lap 20. I think maybe we'll have one more lap behind the safety car, and then we'll have, will it be 4 laps to the end from there? If my maths are mathing.
Chris, I can confirm he's human. Ujoni, I'm not too sure about. Got the report there from Simba himself.
I always thought Ujoni, Xavier, Dynamite and Bailey were just names. I never saw them on track. Yeah, they're just concepts. You know, they're not actual physical things.
I was going to say, Hodgie, are these people you mentioned, are they just like of the elite tier of legends, are they, or...? Are they folk tales of the elite tier? These drivers that you mentioned? Right, names.
I think that's not far off. We can confirm Mr. Bailey. We have both met him. Rapid in a kart too. Oh, Chris, just chill out, mate. Use the brake a bit more.
Support a better football team.
That as well.
He'd hate me for that one.
I don't think I should divulge that information about who I support. I think.
Oh, go on. It's not that bad, surely.
They wear red, and they're in the northwest, and they are hated pretty universally. And most of their fans are from my part of the world.
What, Simba, what did I do? Oh, is this paid back a little bit for Connor for the other week?
And we are about to go green for hopefully the final time.
Sorry, Simba.
Who's winning it from here, Andrew?
Because he's controlled most of the race, I'm going to have to go with the president of the Patrick Bamford fan club in Chris.
Well, he's got a pretty good launch from the end of the safety car, as he has done. Yeah.
A little bit.
G-Star and Ant side by side through the first couple of corners.
This is good for Carl. It's helping him get away a little bit.
Oh, you don't want to be going side by side through there, and Ant wisely backed out of that one.
Yeah, it's a very one-line corner, that.
Got a yellow, I think that's at the back.
I'll have a quick ganders. It's nuts.
Yeah. I'm going to keep focused on this battle at the front. Chris and Kid Dynamite going for the win.
I think we're only going to get a couple laps of DRS.
Yeah, and I think last time, before the last safety car, Kid was just biding his time and not really using his battery, but I don't think he's got the time to do that on this occasion.
No, I think it's all pretty much Hail Mary, guns out now, pretty much. Everything on the table, see what you got. As Dynamite's
he's gone for it.
Outside.
Oh, wow. Much earlier than expected. Is that Chris? Has Chris just lifted off there, maybe? Just try and get DRS, or has Kid just absolutely driven round him?
It could be a little bit of both, really. It's going to be that. It's going to be 24-25. We're going to get the DRS back, so don't go away, folks. This is going to be an interesting last couple of laps.
I think Kid has got the ultimate pace, but if Chris can stay within a second, obviously he's going to have that DRS advantage for the last 2 laps, and there are 3 DRS straights around here.
Front straight, where they are now. And no, actually front straight's one of the parts of the back straight, and the last curve just going into the last corner.
Yeah. And it's not unusual to see drivers backing off through that last corner to try and get DRS. Max Verstappen.
Kid Dynamite's not dropping Chris yet.
0.8 of a second. I wonder if Chris is having to dump some of his battery to try and keep up. He is.
And though looking at the battery figures, Dynamite has been using his a lot.
He has, yeah. Lap 24 about to start. DRS will be enabled.
Won't be for the front straight. It'll be around for the other part of the lap.
Kid Dynamite, another fastest lap. He is flying.
To be fair, both the front 2 are well away now. Couple of changes of position further back. Saviour's got ahead of Carl. Down to P7.
Oh, yellow flag. Who is that? I think that's Stube.
Yeah, missing front wing.
Let's hope that this one stays green flag.
It should do now.
So Carl would... Sorry.
We're on last 2 laps. We're not going to get the safety car now.
Yeah. Chris is very close here. 0.4 of a second. Stube's retired.
You can probably smell the back of the diffuser off Dynamite's car.
Yeah, and he's got DRS here as well. Oh, he's not got a great exit though. Onto the final DRS of the lap.
I wonder if Chris is waiting for the final lap.
Well, if he is, I don't know why he would. That just looked like a mistake to me in the previous corner. But with the DRS, obviously he's caught up anyway.
Yeah, because I think he's going to wait for the final lap. Personally.
Yep. And here we are, lap 25, the final lap of the race. Chris not going for it into turn 1. as we expected. Is he going to wait for that final DRS straight down to the final corner?
I think he's gonna.
There's also a bit of a scrap for the final podium spot. Baby Hornet holding off G-Star and Saviour for the time being. There could be a few sends on this final lap.
I think there might be.
Caution, but I think that's Voice just slowly driving back to the pits.
Around at the back.
This is when Chris has to be in position.
A little bit too far back, I think.
Kid maybe saving a little bit of his battery for this final DRS straight, which is coming up now. Can he hold on? Can Chris dump all of his battery and use the DRS as they come down to the final corner on the final lap? Kid is running out of ERS rather.
Oh, he's held it off.
Yeah, Chris wasn't close enough. Oh, G-Star's got through into third. There's some wing flying at the back there as well. Saviour also up to fifth, but Kid is going to win.
Held off wisely.
From Chris Bailey, and then G-Star and Saviour up to fourth over the line. Wow, what a finish.
Yeah. What happened there? Ant takes P6, Carl P7 on the road, but Smith takes it on the penalties.
And then Gibb and Airways rounding out the top 10. Geke just coming over the line. Mutt and Era are just finishing off their final lap now.
Oh, what a crazy end that was.
Yeah, it just looked like Chris wasn't quite close enough, and I think Kid had been smart with his ERS as well, held a bit back for that final run.
But again, look at the gap between the front two. It's just under 2/10.
Yeah, super close.
Crazy.
But Kid Dynamite, he just has a bit of a knack, doesn't he, of coming out on top, putting himself in the right place at the right time. That's why he's a former Tier 1 champion.
Quality driver.
Yeah, absolutely. Cream always rises to the top.
Definitely.
Who would you have for driver of the day?
I think even though he did take the second, he got pipped at the post with that last safety car. The way he pretty much controlled most of the race, and especially with the sprint, I probably would have to say give it to Chris.
Yeah, he did pretty well. Those safety car restarts were very impressive, actually. He was always getting a pretty good launch and building up a nice gap early on. I think I would probably say Kid, just because he had excellent pace there towards the end. That was some pretty impressive driving at the end to close out the deal.
Safely agree with that one.
And he gets a point for fastest lap of the race as well. So 26 for Kid from that race and 18 for Chris. G-Star picking up 20 points over the whole event with a third place. So the top three in the main race, the top three overall in terms of points, and I think it was Ant in fourth as well.
That has been the MRC-X from Jeddah.
Yep. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Next MRC action, I believe, is on Monday for Expert tier at 7 o'clock, and then the Elite tier at 8:30. And then
8:45. That's
8:45. Yeah, I should know when my own tier starts, really, shouldn't I?
No. But we've got to make sure people tune in so they can see both of us on track that night.
Yeah, absolutely. Great comms tonight, guys. Cheers, Mark. Thank you very much for watching.
No worries. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Yeah. And yeah, enjoy your weekend. guys, and we will see you on Monday. Thank you.
Keep safe, all. Take care.